Hello everyone, this is Jason, and we are on the Gnome Warrior yet again. Right where we left off, we were having some issues. There was some lag, and I think um, when I logged out, it looked as if it looked like they were doing some updates to the system behind the scenes, and it was causing me a little bit of lag. The video at about the 15, 16, 17-minute mark looked terrible. Now it looks like it did kind of calm down a little bit towards the end. I was still having some lag in the game. Um, but got that behind us now. So we'll see if we can do some proper warrior questing, do some engineering, and all the things. Speaking of, probably, nope, bag looks good. So I think we're in good shape. Let's turn this into pilot stone gear. Ah yes, these mains will work great. You show a lot of grit, warrior. I wager we'll see great things from you. So I get some coin, and I get some reputation, and still have some things that we need in the way of boar meat and bear meats, and then we'll have to buy the Rhapsody malt in the inn once we get all the bits and chunks and pieces that we need. Let's see if there's any boar or bear to kill over here, and it does not appear as though that's the case. Sometimes you can catch the stray boar over here in this area, and every once in a while a bear, but it doesn't look like it. So we'll have to go up into this little crevice in this valley up here and kill. The only thing is that there's also some coyotes. What are they called? Are they called coyotes? Winter wolves. Excuse me, they're wolves. Depending on the area of the world that you're in, they're coyotes or wolves. There is a bear that mage just aggroed. Okay. So I see how it's going to be tonight, Warcraft. I see how it's going to be. Mage is going to be around tagging all the things, which, you know, if I was a mage, that's what I'd be doing. Wait, I am a mage, and that is what I do. Well, let's just get in here and fight something. Let's see. All right. At least got some stringy wolf meat that we can eventually sell. Still haven't, well, potentially sell. Still haven't really decided if I want to do cooking or not on this character. It's a real big time investment, and it can be very rewarding depending on how far you get your skills up, because you can cook the foods that will have, the benefits of giving a buff to, I think it's spirit and stamina. It's a well-fed buff, and it increases your spirit and your stamina, which is pretty useful for a warrior. The spirit is the health increase, and the stamina is the overall strength. So let's just get in here and do some proper. What do we want to do? We want to get that bear, but we don't want the leopard. Let's go ahead and get the boar. There we go. Grag boar rib. It's one thing we needed. Let's pull this bear over here a little bit away from that leopard. See how it's going to be yet again. Okay, there's a bear. I still need a, yeah, thick bear fur. Still need to, there's another one. There we go. Now I just need boar meats and boar ribs. Boar rib. Of course, now there's a bear over there. There's also a boar. Nothing. Wow, 24 white swing. It's nice. All right, there's the rib. Now we just need a couple of chunks of boar meat. Chunk of boar meat. There we go. All right, come on, baby. Give me another boar and some boar meat. There's a boar. That's a large crag boar. Surely he's got a chunk of boar meat on him if he's a large crag boar. Yes, he does. All right. Yes. Okay, let's see.
Well met.
Preparations are going well. How goes your hunting? Goes pretty good. By Magni's beard, you sure did a lot of hunting. Thank you. So get some coin. Reginald Barley Brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives in Brunel Village, west of Caranos, and one of his drinks, Evershine, is what I want. It'll help keep me warm while I'm on the cold road. And the blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw it in Jetsteam's furnace for a burst of power. That little tactic has gotten me out of more than one tight spot. So Brunel Village quest. I think we have a couple of quests that are taking us this way. And if I'm not mistaken, Operation Recombobulation, which just came available, is also going to take us in that area. So we'll go ahead and pick up that quest, then we'll go get the Rhapsody Malt, and we'll be finished, I think, for the most part here in Keranos. We'll see. I think we've got a few quests that we'll do over in Brunel, and then we'll come back to Keranos for a couple of wrap-up quests before we move on down the road. All right, this is Razzle Spry Sprocket.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Operation Recombobulation. Upon further analysis of the Gnomeragon situation, it would appear as though we not only failed to eradicate the Trogs, but we also happened to turn most of the gnomish race into horrific, mindless, evil-doing leper gnomes. Ozzy and I plan to reverse the horrible leper effect with our latest invention, the Recombobulator. The machine is almost complete, but we are in dire need of some restabilization cogs and gyromechanic gears. Retrieve some from the leper gnomes out front of Gnomeragon for us. Alright, so they want 8 cogs and 8 gears. We can do that. There, Patna.
Well met.
There's the Rhapsody Malt.
See you soon.
And I'll go finish up this quest.
What can I do for
I'm going to need 6 Cragboar ribs and a mug of Rhapsody Malt. Well, just so happens that I have that. The malt is brewed, the boars are dead, and before all is done and anything said, we will have to fight for first dibs on these savory, beer-basted boar ribs.
safe travels?
And there's one of those. So see there, it says it's 61 health over 18 seconds. And if you remain seated for at least, so if you just basically eat for at least 10 of the 18 seconds, you become well fed. It's a buff. It's 2 stamina and 2 spirit for 15 minutes. This is not a bad little deal just for sitting and eating some beer-basted boar ribs. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of everything else that we don't need.
What can I get for you today?
Yeah, I think we're going to not do cooking. It's too much of an investment of time, in my opinion.
Off with you.
So, okay, so I think, yeah, we are going to go into Brunel Village, and there's a few quests that we'll start getting. There's a couple of kill quests. We have this gathering quest with the gnomes, and I think there's some quests that involve going and getting the trolls. If we didn't already get those, we might have already had them. Yeah, the Frostmane Hold is a troll quest. The Evershine is just basically a fetch quest to get you there and then back to Keranos. So, and interestingly enough, we take a left up here and walk along the frozen river. Maybe I'll see some mining nodes along the way, and we can get some more copper. Got some copper already. Got 6 copper ore and 6 rough stone. Oh, and speaking of, there is some up here somewhere. Oh, that was a bear. Good Lord. I don't know what, in my head I was thinking boar. definitely a bear. Good grief. Pay attention, doofus. Where is it at? Can I get to it? Yes, I can. All right, continuing on. I think we get another quest while we're up there dealing with the Frostmane. I believe there's a gathering quest or some kind of, I don't know, some kind of herb or something along the ground that we have to pick up. It's also a drop, but they also, Simmer Ridge. Wow, that's fancy. Where is this? Oh, it's probably up there, isn't it? And I bet I cannot get to it, can I? Do I want to get to it? That's the question. Oh, I can, but again, is it troll infested? Yep, it's troll infested. Oh yeah, it's definitely troll infested. Maybe I won't die. Maybe I won't die and I can sneak back in and get it. Please drop off. Please drop off. Thank you. Now, let's see. Can I sneak back across and get myself into some kind of position where I'm not aggroing anything? Where is it at? Oh gosh, can I do this? Just barely, I think. If he moves any more towards me, I'm dead. And there is something over here on the other side. They're level 9. I'm level 8. Might be able to take them while I'm up here. I don't know. We'll see. But I'd rather get the quest that goes along with it, because there is a quest associated with these guys. Okay, once again, I have a hidden... Where is this thing? Where is this vein at? Well, I guess it's off the side of this mountain. Here goes nothing. Ew. But I'm alive. That was a good one. Okay. Continuing on. I think we're... Yeah. Is there a vein in the water? That's the question. Sometimes you get vein, like you'll get those underwater. Doesn't appear as though that's the case, though. I have definitely noticed one of the things that they said that would increase about this version of Classic was, oh, there actually is a vein over here. Oh, I bet I can't get over here because there's a wolf that's like a climbing the tree. But there's a lot of wolves to get to 2 copper veins. Oh, this might be worth it. Oh, there's 2 copper veins. This might be totally worth it. Pull you back here, buddy. Okay. There is a wolf, and maybe it is on here. It's like a pack of wolves, and one of them is it's Timber. I think he's an elite. Yeah, Timber. Oh, he's not an elite. He's just a rare. But two copper veins right next to each other. Anyway, I was saying, and it's kind of funny that this happens, but I have noticed an uptick in the number of veins. That was one of the things that they promised with this version of Classic, is that the herb and like mine veins would be more plentiful. I think they've done two things. I think they've made more of them, and I think they've made them spawn faster. Yeah, and see, he's in a little herd over here. We just need to get this thing and get out. We'll definitely come back for him, because one thing about rares is, let's pull you out here, buddy. The one thing about rares is they sometimes have a little, like, above average loot. So. Okay. And continue on unless I get distracted by more veins. At least I didn't get distracted by herbs. Don't get distracted by herbs, kids. Stay away from herbs. Brunel Village. Okay. Ridgold. Curse that Brewers League. They have access to all the best ingredients while we're stuck here grubbing for grain and hops. I really would like to give them some better tasting juice. Oh, I really would like to give them some bitter tasting justice. Boy, let me try that sentence one more time. I really would like to give them some bitter tasting justice. So the Evershine. Bellafiz needs some of my Evershine? All right. I have a cask of Evershine handy, but can you do me a favor? Brunel Village could use a hand against the wild animals that wander the nearby snows. Sometimes they wander close. We're not afraid of these bears and cats and boars. No self-respecting dwarf would be. But if you can take care of those animals for us, then we'd have more time for our crafting and brewing. So he wants us to kill 6 ice claw bears, 8 elder crag boars, 8 snow leopards.
Watch your back.
All right, we can do that.
Talk to me.
And then a perfect stout. I think this is the shimmerweed, yeah. The perfect stout. I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostbane trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, high up in the hills to the east. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. We dwarves haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste, and I want to experiment with it in my brews. Get me some shimmerweed from Frostbane Sears, or swipe it from the trolls' shimmerweed baskets. So it's 6 shimmerweeds is what we had to get, and could get a cloak upgrade out of that. And then Marlith Barley Brew.
Great to meet
Yeah,
ya.
I have to admit, those Thunder Brews make some good drinks, but they need to learn that theirs isn't the only decent brew. Maybe you can help me teach them that lesson. Here, take this barrel of Barley Brew Scalder. Sneak into the basement of the Thunder Brew Distillery in Karanos and switch it with one of their barrels of Thunder Ale. Then we'll see how their patrons like my brew over theirs. And if the barrels are guarded, then you might have to distract the guard. So in the basement of the Thunder Brew Distillery in Caranos, replace a barrel of Thunder Ale. Yeah, and there's a dude that's down there. You buy him a beer, he wanders off, and
Be good.
you can replace it pretty easily.
What's on your mind?
Let's see, wolf meat. Nope, another thing of copper ore. Okay.
Be good.
Be good. So now it's basically go out and kill pretty much everything you see. Unless, of course, it's all already dead. Everything is dead. All right, there's 106. And there was a boar kind of walking about somewhere. Oh, he's dead. Whatever else is over here just killed him. There's looked like a human is out here as well. Which, that's something that we might consider doing for our next episode, is going over into the human territory and picking up a couple of those quests and maybe getting ahead a little bit of the leveling curve. Oh crap, they're gonna run. Okay. Let's go ahead and eat some of this and get that buff. I think we might need it. Strength has been reduced, so we'll just buff it right back up. Replace it with stamina and spirit. You know, we are level 8. There's a thought I just had. I think we might actually go into the human territory. It might be worth it. Might be worth it. I could go into Iron Forge. I'm going to do it. I just talked myself into it. So we'll go into Iron Forge and start questing over in the human territory, because we can get some of those quests that are a little bit lower level for us, and it'll help us stay a little bit ahead of the questing curve. Especially since this version is more geared towards the questing aspect anyway. We can just, what we can do is we can just take the tram over. Oh, I didn't mean to do that twice. Oh crap, I didn't pay attention. Didn't pay attention. Crap, crap, crap. Wasn't paying attention to my health. No, thank you. Would have killed me. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get... Yeah. Let's get to Iron Forge. Let's get over to the human lands. And we'll go to Goldshire and we'll do some of the quests there in Goldshire. Because there are like some level 5, 6, and 7 quests that we can do there, and that'll just, especially since this version of Classic is really doing so much of their focus on the oh, I have a quest to turn in, is doing so much of their focus is on the questing. Let's do that. I can't remember what I had to buy him. Let me see. I think he tells me what he wants.
You got my attention.
Thunder Ale.
Off with you.
Thunder Ale.
I have the finest wires in the land. Be good. What can I do for you? Safe travel.
All right, so the date on this barrel shows that it'll soon be tapped. All right. You quickly place Marlith's barrel of Barley Brew Scalder among the Thunder Brew barrels. Having inserted a barrel of Marlith's Scalder in the Keranos distillery cellar, you grab a barrel of Thunder Ale as proof of the deed. Bring the barrel of Thunder Ale to Marlith Barley Brew at the Brunel village. Do that when we come back. Oops. What am I doing? Okay, warrior training. Here we go. All right, so let's train up our warrior here. So let's get hamstring. Let's get heroic strike. Let's get thunderclap and parry. Okay, we can go ahead and get everything. Good deal. Hamstring can go right in there. Thunderclap can go right there. Okay, and then heroic strike is automatically upgraded. Good, good, good. All right, I think this will help us get a little bit ahead of the curve. We'll go ahead and knock out some of those Goldshire quests. And probably once we get those done, then we can come back here and kind of continue over in Brunel Village. It does start getting a little dicey over in the Brunel because you're at level and maybe a little under-leveled against some of those other characters or some of the other mobs that are in that area. So we get some of these, get a couple of levels up, maybe come back at level 10 or so, and then we should be able to breeze through. Especially since we have this this Soul of Iron, we really have to watch it. And a warrior really has no built-in health. I'm gonna have to buy some mana pot or some pots. I'm gonna have to buy some health potions, and probably will need to learn first aid. That way we can have something built in that we can heal ourselves. See, in that instance, with that boar, if I'd paid attention, I would have either healed up beforehand, or I could have popped a potion during the battle. That would have helped out a lot. I just didn't have one. Here is the mighty city of Ironforge. It's dwarfs and gnomes, and yet look, this is your gate into Ironforge. I do think the gnomes and I do think the dwarves are overcompensating for something. I do find it interesting. There's no real quests inside Ironforge, but if you go into Stormwind, there's like multiple little low level, like level 2, level 3 quests to complete within the city. It's just cheap, an easy way to get some experience right up front. I don't think you have that in any, I don't think it's in Orgrimmar. I don't think you have it on the Undercity. And Orgrimmar is the home of the orcs, and Undercity is the home for the undead. And I don't think you have anything. And then you have Thunderbluff, which is for the Tauren. All right, Deep Run Tram. Yay. It's also a little rat catching quest that we can do on about level 10, I think. Man, I must have just missed this tram. Goodness gracious. Excuse me, I took a little drink there. I don't know if I can get my camera angled in such a way that you can see it. But you can sometimes see, we get underwater, you can sometimes, when we go underwater here, you can sometimes look out and see the Loch Ness Monster, or their characterization of the Loch Ness Monster, Nessie. I didn't see her. It's a little Easter egg that they threw in there for us. All right, guys, and here we are. We are in Stormwind. Let's see. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some engineering and some off-camera stuff, because I won't bore you guys with, watching a bar creep along as we're doing engineering. But we're going to do that. I'll craft some stuff. We'll show you if there's anything that we keep for the crafting. And then once we do that, then we'll start up a new episode. But I'll go ahead and sign off here. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. And trust me, I'm aware that there are some audio issues. The microphone that I've got is not the greatest. I'm going to hope to take care of that maybe for Christmas, or maybe right after Christmas, and get myself a little bit better setup. I just wanted to make sure that this was going to be something that I was going to kind of stick with, and it seems it will be, because I am getting subscribers and followers. Anyway, we're going to call that an episode. Cheese Sandwich the Gnome Warrior is now in the human lands. We're going to lay waste to some kobolds and some of the Defias and possibly some Murlocs along the way. But until the next episode, you guys take care.